Good morning, guys. My name is Matt B, if you forgot over the weekend. So I've got two stories to tell you today that should prove my point that words can be both constructive and deconstructive. So my first story is about me actually saying deconstructive words to other people, but I chose one that's not that bad so I don't seem like a terrible person. So when I was in preschool, like, my parents would take me to church with them. I didn't want to go. I wanted to stay home and play video games, but I don't know. That was their decision. So I'd go to church with them, but I couldn't sit up like in the regular service with them because I was loud and obnoxious, and I don't know. I would just get in trouble and like walk around and play games and stuff. I don't know. And so they would send me down to this thing called Kids Zone or Wow Worship. Or We Worship. I was in We Worship because I was smaller. Wow Worship was for the bigger kids. And so I went down to We Worship, and I was obnoxious down there too, so it made it really difficult for whatever it's called. Like, it was like our little We Worship leader. And she wasn't little, she was cool. But she was like very flamboyant and a very like happy person. And like I was obnoxious, and I just like to kind of like make fun of people and stuff. So she's like, "Kids, what do you want to do?" Or what do you want to? Her name was Miss Penelope. She's like, "What do you guys want to do with Miss Penelope today?" And I was like, "Let's kill her." And like she was like, I guess she was emotional. So like she wasn't super happy about that. Like she was upset about that. So she got one of the like We Worship like youth helpers, because like our youth group, you could help out with We Worship. You just kind of watch the kids. And he had to take me back up to my parents, which was super embarrassing. And so I got back up there and I was really mad. Like, I was like, how'd I get kicked out for that? That's just like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, who gets kicked out for saying, "Let's kill Miss Penelope"? Like, I didn't actually want to kill Miss Penelope. Like, she was really nice. She was a really sweet lady. But so I came up there and I was like, "Dude, just don't take me in there. Just let me stay out here." And he was like, "No, I gotta take you back to your parents." I was like, "Okay, this guy's a jerk." But so they brought me into my parents, and I had to sit by my parents. But the most like awkward part about it was it was a really big service. We were taking a vote on whether or not we were gonna leave one denomination kind of and go to another, just because they were having a lot of problems. That's a really long story. But so my parents were sitting next to like our bishop, and so like that was uncomfortable. And so when my mom went up to take communion, everyone's like, "I'm sorry, it's gonna be okay," because they all heard about me being obnoxious down in We Worship already. So that was super uncomfortable. And then afterwards, I had to have a talk with Miss Penelope, and I felt bad. I didn't know it hurt her feelings that much, but I feel like I hurt Miss Penelope's feelings, and through my words, it led to like my parents and me all feeling uncomfortable. That's my first story. My second story is about sports because I'm basic. So I went to school in Minnesota my sophomore year. I transferred, and so because of that, I played lacrosse and I wrestled at Fairfax High School, which is in Northern Virginia, really big school. Transferred to a really small school, and I was gonna play football, but transferring kind of like I didn't really work out or anything before I transferred, so I was kind of not in shape. So when I transferred to play football, coach called me Cupcake, and so like, let me explain. This is constructive. So he called me Cupcake, and that made me really want to work harder to prove that I wasn't a cupcake. And then like I was gonna be better than the other players. So like it was meant to be deconstructive in a way, but I turned it into something constructive, and because of that I was able to, work harder than a lot of the other guys on the team. And he still called me Cupcake. Hey, thank you very much for listening to my speech.